Time Magazine political reporter Zeke Miller joins us from Washington. Zeke, thanks for being with us. In light of this email scandal, Americans in 3 swing states have lost trust in Hillary Clinton. Let's check out those numbers. When you look at them, she's also lost favorability, and I'm wondering, what do you make of that?
Well, certainly the emails scandal now is taking its toll on her poll numbers, to our honesty and trustworthy numbers, her overall favorability. The issue is that the American public doesn't, as much as the Clinton campaign says that her story hasn't changed over the last 6 months, to a certain extent it has. The first press conference said she had no classified information on that email server. Now it's nothing marked classified. That's a very important bit of nuance, and the drip, drip, drip of this information over the last few months has really taken a toll on her poll numbers.
Conversely, Joe Biden's favorability is split in these states, and a majority find him honest and trustworthy. Is he just the viable alternative here, or is Joe Biden really picking up some steam?
He's just, a very popular figure in the American political process, partly because he isn't in politics as much. He's not a candidate right now, sort of where Hillary Clinton was a year and a half ago. If Joe Biden were to enter this race, as his advisors are talking about, but, somewhat seriously, you can expect his poll numbers to drop. He's somewhat gaffe prone, famously so. And things like that. And, there's a decent bit of a record there that he's going to have to, he's going to be held to account for. And his numbers would drop if he were to enter that race formally as well. So you can't really take him, one's a candidate, one may be a candidate. They're not exactly, apples and apples or apples and oranges. But, for Joe Biden right now, if I was, if anyone were him, if you're his advisor saying, look at these numbers, they're a pretty good thing today. Is that enough for him to make that decision to get in this race? Probably not.
And are those numbers enough to concern Hillary Clinton's campaign?
Well, not necessarily for Joe Biden, but certainly for the Clinton campaign. We've seen over the last week or so them adopting a more defensive and forceful strategy with the emails. Hillary Clinton making jokes about Snapchat, she wishing her emails were deleted, and then saying, did she wipe the email server with a cloth? Those sort of, asides are the types of things that will get Republicans riled up, and she's trying to provoke an overreaction from Republicans and also to rally Democrats to her side by sort of casting herself as the victim of a partisan attack.